So, okay.
କି ହେରା ପଞ୍ଚମୀ କି ହବ କି? କି 1 ତାରିଖକୁ ହବ କି? 15 ଦିନ ଥାଉଛି 12 ଦିନ ଥାଉଛି ହେଇଯାଉଛି। ସତେଇଶରେ ଯାତ୍ରା ଆଉ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଯାତ୍ରା କେବେ 7?
So, yes. Now, in the last class, I said what is a. Okay, I said how to create a project. Okay, I said you can create a project by using DJANGO admin and start project and followed by project name. And I said this is your project structure. The project inside the project folder. This is a project container folder. And within this, you have one package with what name, project name, and you have a manage.py. And I said about what is the command line arguments is. So command line arguments are nothing but sending values to the Python program from where command prompt. The values sent from the command prompt to the Python program are called command line arguments. I said manage.py is a command line utility. It is a Python program only, but you are executing this Python program from where command prompt. And this module is used for managing the project. Like you can create the applications, migrations, creating users, and running the development server. All these things you are doing it using what here manage.py. So manage.py is used to perform some administration task. So manage.py module is exists in project container folder, right? So inside project container folder, DJANGO admin create a package with project name. And this package consists of how many modules? 5 modules. So I said each module is called one Python program. So inside this, you have a 5 modules, and one is init.py, and second is asga.py, third one is wsga.py, fourth one is settings.py, and fifth one is urls.py. I said what is init.py is okay. And after that, I said what is a wsga.py and asga.py and settings.py. It is a project configuration file, and this module is used to perform the following configurations. And what configurations you are doing is like installing the applications and middleware configuration, configuring templates, database configurations, static files configuration, internationalization, password validations, and media files. All these settings you do in what? Settings.py. And whatever you do in settings.py, this is applicable to the project. It's not one application, it is applicable to the complete project. Okay. And then after that, I said about what is urls.py. And URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. And it is a name used to access resource available in what? Server. So these are public names used to access server side resource. Now you can say urls.py is used for URL mapping, or urls.py is used for defining URL patterns. Okay. So then next, I'm telling you how to create how to create the application. Okay. So how to create an application? So next is how to create. Once you create the project, once you create the project, within the project, so how to create application? You created project, but in order to perform any operation or in order to write any business logic or any logic, you should write that logic within the application. Okay. You build applications. So what you're trying to do is you are trying to build a application. So how to create application is, now this is a syntax of creating an application. You are writing a Python manage.py, manage.py. So what is manage.py is a Python program. Manage.py is a Python program. So which is used for managing what project. Okay. So here you are giving some command line arguments. What is a command line argument is start application. So what is the name of the command you are using? Start application. The name of the command is what here? Start application. And start application and it followed by what name? Application name. Okay, Python manage.py, start application and application name. Okay, so this command is given, this command is given inside what project folder. So because a project is a collection of, a project is a collection of what here? Applications. A project is a collection of applications. Okay. A project is a collection of applications. So you create a project. Okay, assume that this is your project. So what is your project? Suppose this is one banking project. If you take this is one banking project, in this project, you may have number of applications. For example, there is an application called, okay, assume that there is an application called which one? Loan application. So there is a loan app. So there is a loan application here. So your project contain number of applications. So there is one more application. So what is an application is like accounts application. Okay, so there is an application called accounts application. So there is an application. Okay, there is an application. Okay, assume that. So there is one more application like loan application, accounts application. And assume that some DMAT what here? Application. It means your project contain how many applications? One or more than one application. And each application is used to perform, so to perform specific operations. Okay, each application is used to perform a specific operations. Now loan application is used to perform loan operations. Accounts application is used to perform, so performing specific okay, specific what here? Operations. This is nothing but divide and conquer. So DMAT application, yes sir. So this is used for performing, okay, specific, you are saying specific operations. So loan application is used for performing loan operations. Account application is used for performing accounting operations. And DMAT application is used to perform DMAT operations. So it means your project may contain number of applications. It is not one application, it is having number of applications. Okay. For example, you are developing a project. Okay, for example, you are developing a project for college. Suppose this is some NIT college, right? So if you take this is one college, and in this your project is very big, and this may have a number of applications. Like suppose students application, okay, students app, and there is one more. So there is another application called some library app. Okay, so there is one more app called which one? Library app. And assume that there is one more application called examination app. So it means you have a different applications. Now student application, and there is a library application, and there is what? Examination application. If you want to use library is like taking the books and all the things. Okay, that belongs to what? Library. Examination related app, and student related what here? App. It means your project is divided into how many applications? One or more. See, it depends on the size of the project. You may write everything in what? One app. If the project is very big, then you divide that into what here? Number of applications. If your project is very big, then you divide that into number of applications. Otherwise, you include everything in what? One application. Okay. So a project is a collection of applications, and you create an application after creating the project. You create an application after creating the project. Okay. So yesterday we have seen how to create the project. So this command is given inside the project folder. A project is a collection of applications. An application is a collection of modules. Application is a collection of modules, right? So now yesterday we created a project. So just open the location. Okay. So yesterday we created a project. So what is our project is? Project 1. Okay. So it is there in which drive? Some D drive in my location. And open the project, CD project 1. So yesterday we created project or not? Yes. And inside this, you are writing Python manage dot py start application 1. Okay. So what is the name of the application here? Application 1. So is it application is created or not? Yes. So you can see that. You can see that. Open the project, and within the project, what you have? Application. Within the application, you have number of modules. Within the application, you have a number of modules. So whenever you create application, see here, whenever you create application, it will create a package with what name? Application name. Okay. So whenever you create application, so what Python manage.py is doing, it is creating a package with what name? Application name. Okay. So on creation of application, okay. So manage.py create. So create a package with what name? Application name. Create a package with what name? Application name. So package is nothing but folder or not? Yes, package is a folder here. Application 1, and inside this you have a number of modules. It means you develop application by using this. You develop application by using this modules. You develop application by using this modules, right? So inside, so Python manage.py creates a package with application name. Inside the application, okay, manage.py creates how many modules here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So including init.py, how many it is? 6. Okay, because init.py that recognize it as what? Package, right? So inside the application folder, it will create how many modules? 6 modules it will create. Okay. So what is the first module is init.py, and second one is application.py. Third one is some models.py. See here. So applications.py, models.py. Okay, test.py, views.py, and admin.py. So there is an admin.py. Okay, there is a test.py, and there is a views.py. So total, how many modules are there? 6 modules. How many modules are there? 6 modules. Your application is a collection of modules. Your application is a collection of modules. Okay. So you write or you develop an application by writing the code in these modules. Okay. So first one is init.py. So it is an empty module. So it is an empty module. It is an empty module which is used or which is used by Python for recognizing for recognizing recognizing a folder as what here? Package. It is an empty module which is used by Python for recognizing folder as what? Package. You don't write anything in what? Init.py. You don't write anything inside what? Init.py. See here. It is an empty file. You don't have anything inside this. If you want, you can open a notepad. Is it this is contain anything? No, it doesn't have anything. Okay. Now there is one more module which is called as admin.py.